Good evening, everyone. I am back for part two of Vagrant Story. I had an awful lot of fun with this last night, so even though it's a little bit late today, I was excited to come back and try to get a little more time in tonight. I've made a couple adjustments to the audio. I listened back to part one. It sounded a little bit worse than I'd hoped. I think the game sounded pretty good most of the time because it's sort of quiet and subdued most of the time. But during some of the big fights, like with the Minotaur and the um, headless knight, and when the music really pumps up a little bit, it was kind of overshadowing other things. So I've tried to adjust for that a little bit, added a little bit of boost on the mic and a little bit lower volume on the game. So we'll see how it comes out. Hopefully it's not too bad. So before we jump in here, just to remind ourselves really quickly what was happening. So we had Agent Riot and Agent Merlos of the Valendian Knights of Peace, who seem to work for the state or the parliament, as they're called, presumably elected officials, presumably secular, I guess, were dispatched to a powerful duke's residence as it was being taken over by a group of radicals called the Mullenkamp sect, led by one Ashley, Sydney, Ashley, the VKP agent, and Callum Merlos, the VKP agent, dispatched to the Duke's residence to subdue the uprising by Sydney and his Mullenkamp followers. They also ran into another key faction, the Crimson Blades, Knights of the Cardinal, presumably a religious power, led by Romeo Guildenstern, who was also present at the manor and who made his entrance in force before Ashley could sneak in quite the way he might have wanted to. Sydney seemed to be using the attack on the estate as cover to find something on the premises. We don't know what, some sort of relic or artifact, maybe with power that he was seeking. And it sounded as if he wasn't able to find it, and so because of the other attackers, he was forced to flee and took the Duke's, I think, young son and heir captive, and he and his followers fell back to this mysterious city of Leamond, which is where we find ourselves now. It's a city that was destroyed some time ago by sort of a cataclysmic event, an earthquake that sort of split it off from the other parts of the land, and left only one path in, which was sort of a subterranean tunnel and catacomb through like an old wine cellar, which apparently the city or surrounding area was famous for. And so everyone, the Crimson Blades, Agent Riot, and Merlos, in hot pursuit of Sydney, headed off to the city of Leamond as well. And we are now infiltrating and trying to reach, I guess, the city core through this subterranean passage. Last time we moved through the wine cellar area, which is kind of like a beginner starting area where we picked up some abilities, fought a couple bosses, boosted our stats a little bit. And we're not far beyond the second boss that we fought, the Headless Knight, and have entered into the Catacombs area. Still a lot of questions about things. Riot's past, Sydney's powers, what it is the Duke and Sydney were working together on, and what Sydney is seeking. And so I'm excited to get back in here and see what happens next. let's get things running. If we take a look at our map again really quickly here, yeah, we're in the catacombs area, coming from the wine cellar where we were last time around. Oh, yes. This is a very good reminder, actually. I almost forgot about this. I was thinking about this after the stream last time, that first area here, I believe this is it, where I fought the ghost. There was another door at the end of this chamber that was locked with a similar description as to the, I guess, this room here, Shrine of the Martyrs. The northern door here was locked, originally sort of rusted on its hinges, only could be opened by an earthquake, and fighting the ghost triggered that quake, but only when I moved back to this room, and I never went back to check this door. So I think I might like to do that. I believe it should be pretty quick to do so. So that'll maybe be first thing on the list tonight. Before we come back to the Withered Spring, where we left off last time. And the Lily Sigil, like the chamomile sigil before it, that we need to move forward. And we have a path to the north and the south here, backtracking to the west. So that's where we'll head first. I also wanted to remember to use some of these permanent stat boosting items that I picked up, if I can find them. The Elixir of Queens, and of Kings, and of Mages. So I believe these were permanent buffs. I'm hoping so. There was one that gave us HP previously. And I still have the 3 HP or something, I think, that I got from that. I guess I could do this quicker if I use my quick menu. Elixir given to the soldiers of Layamon's monks in ancient times. So there seems to be a strong religious link in Layamont. There's mention previously of the Grand Cathedral and the Iacus priesthood, which Ashley's necklace represents, and the symbology we see through a lot of the areas appears linked to that. So here's a good example maybe of where I should turn puzzle mode off, because this box puzzle, which is the most involved yet, has reset. And I don't know if I'm really interested in like time attacking box puzzles on this run at least. We can just skim past this guy, we don't need to care. the ghost is back. Oh, but this is blocked. The ground is sundered. Ooh, that was nice crit timing. Looks like we've got another. Okay, cool. So that's an interesting discovery, at least, but unfortunately we'll have to make our way around to that door from the other side, I guess, although there's no real reason. It's kind of cool how the rooms can change with the events that transpire. Yeah, okay, let's do this. And I can't do it because I'm in the middle of a puzzle. Great. Okay. That's the wrong button. Missed inputs aren't going to help the time, but I'm not too concerned about that. Yeah, I need to see. Do that one first. Yeah, that was actually not good. Oh, about a minute slow, but whatever. Yeah, I think that might be my chosen route for this play. I want to just focus on the story and the rest of the game, I think. Oh, these guys have respawned. Wow, a lot of crits today. That's quite a bit of damage. Yeah, you can see the move damage there to the legs. Okay, so we're in search of the Lily Sigil. We have a door to the north here and a door to the south. We'll just head this way. Ah. Work of Art Workshop. It's kind of cool that they have individual names. Sure, let's play with this for a second. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. Yeah, I guess I can save. Okay, oh, I see. I did want to retrieve the weapons that I left behind previously because it turned out, I thought anyway, that the weapons I had weren't effective against some things and they were all of the same type, so. Okay, so I just have additional menu options in these areas. What does it cost to repair? Huh. Oh. But repairing, I think, kills your phantom points. So that may have been a little bit hasty. I guess hold on, I can't see the status of this unless I go to equip. Okay, well it didn't kill it completely, but it probably did remove some. Maybe it removed as many phantom points as I needed DP back or something. I also assume that I will get break arts for the different weapon classes as I use them more, which is kind of cool. I haven't seen that happen yet, but assume that's the case. So let's just see about some combines. So you can just combine shields, unlike so this is kind of like a brute force. How many combinations? Quad shield. So that's a new one. Slightly more powerful than its components, I guess. It's bronze. Looks like it takes on a combination of the affinities or types of the other thing. Well, maybe not. No, it's just like its own thing. I don't know if that's really worth it. It's hard to judge. It is stronger. It's not going to cost me anything. I'm not sure what agility controls. I might want to look at that at some point. Probably. I mean, it's actually weaker against magic or scaling with intelligence, but it's stronger against melee. Which is most of what I'm facing, I guess. Not really. Looks like I have some just equipping I can do with things I've picked up anyway. I have a number of, like, arm. I have to combine this with, I guess I can combine it with other types of armor as well. It's just not gonna do anything. Cuirass just gives a cuirass, and they all look to have the same stats as long as the name is the same, although class is actually different here. I guess that's because it takes on the traits of part of its, so it maybe is a combination of class and affinity and stuff when you combine. It's a combination of the constituent parts. Yeah, I don't. Doesn't look like much on the armor side there, but just trying this stuff like brute forcing and see what does what is kind of not fun. And you can just combine like everything, and it's weird combinations too. So this crossbow and scimitar gives me a dagger. Do I have some things of the same type at least so I could try? You can just combine blades. So here's a rapier and a broadsword. This is a great sword. Scimitar is a blade. Okay, so that gives us something new. It's actually worse than either of these. If anything else, so hand axe. Let's see if the same type combination rule holds true. Oh, it's iron, and that can't be worked at this workshop. It was wood, leather, and bronze. Oh, an S? What is S? Like silver? Scaramisax. I didn't even remember when I picked that up. Okay, so let's keep this simple. Wait, can't I? Where do I choose a grip? Can't I combine like a blade and a grip? Do not have any grips? Yeah, I do have some. Maybe this workshop doesn't allow me to do that. Daggers, swords, and greatswords. So I definitely have some blades of those type. Why can't I combine? Yeah, repairing DP drains an equal amount of PP from the weapon or armor. Yep, so we observed that. I know I read something somewhere about combining those things. Before I go further here, I'm just gonna find out if, like, I guess these are only completed weapons. So what if I go blades, equipped set? So if it's set, does that means it's already in a grip? But if that's the case, like, what the heck was I combining? I guess I was combining weapons, basically. So I would have to disassemble something. So what did we find here? Like hand axe, scimitar. I mean, these things. Goblin club and hand axe. Although this thing is iron, I couldn't work with it, so it has to be some of these. Scimitar was my starting weapon. I just want to experiment a little bit. So shields only disassemble when you have a gem in them? So if I say to do this, I will get those 3 parts. And I can't see the stats here. That's kind of critical. Yeah, Fandango. So let's look at this thing. So scimitar and a short hilt. Okay. Can I see the? I can't see the attack ability and stuff here. Okay, let's just do it. And you. Okay, now I have the assemble weapon option. And can I combine? Yeah, so these things are no longer set. This gives me a goblin club, which is not a blade. That's basically what I just deconstructed. So that's a little confusing. And these are both edged as well, and it ends up in a blunt. But I'm pretty sure the goblin club is what I just disassembled. This doesn't cost me anything, but I believe it came out of... Okay, so it's... I see. So these have stats by themselves. So it would be strictly better to put it in the crossguard. I have no gems to use with it. I do. Yeah, so it seems beneficial to like have weapons for different enemy types. You can build up class affinity with them. And have bonuses. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind for build. So it doesn't tell me what this is going to create. So sure. I see, so it's not really a set thing. It's just a combination of its parts. I don't really want this, so we'll just... yeah. So range 3, risk 1 on a basic attack, I guess. Attack strength like melee, and intelligence gives you 1. Wait, so it still created that blade that I canceled out of, I think. Yes, it did. And I still can't see its stats. So it just doesn't matter. You just care about the stats on the parts. So you want to disassemble everything basically and figure out what combination of blades makes a stronger blade and then put it in something. And you can keep doing this endlessly. There's no cost to it. So that's good for experimentation, but it's completely experimentation that leads you to figure out like what combines and what doesn't into something better anyway, or something that you want. I'm also carrying too many weapons. I'm going to store this. Can I select multiple? No, that just moved it. So polearm, sword, crossbow. I still can't see this. Okay, there we go. So I have 5 of 8. That's quite a few to be carrying. I'm going to use the polearm. I might like to try dagger. I think I'm going to store this. I'm going to store the greatsword for now. And the rapier. So I can't use my break art, but I want to try these. I have a lot of armor pieces as well. So that's a little odd that it doesn't group the equip things together. I mean, it does in the equip menu. So what I should have probably done is gone and equipped what I wanted to before going to do this, because now it's a little hard to tell like what I actually want to. Can I store this? Well, because I have it equipped. Yeah, that's better. So I think I can store all of these things. The knuckles and the ring sleeve on the hands are more balanced and stronger. Yeah, I'm gonna want to equip that. Probably gonna want to equip this. Actually, maybe not. I'll just store this. Strictly better. Anyway, that frees up some spots, so maybe that's good enough for now. Save to get ourselves out of here and get moving. So it was interesting that the in-game manual there didn't really have much to say about weapon combining, I don't think. Okay, I guess it is here. Yeah, so wood, leather, and bronze. I guess bronze is the weakest or like most common blade type. Iron probably above that, and then silver maybe, or whatever that S is. Steel. Other than that, it doesn't say too much, does it? That's fine, but yeah, I definitely see an advantage to like creating weapons for specific enemy types. And if there's a specific type of damage too, like for example humans, if they are like weak to piercing or something because they tend to wear armor, like you could have a piercing weapon then that you continually upgrade, meant to basically fight humans and only humans and get its affinity up and have it become more effective and all of that. Break art? Yeah, nice. So it is basically kills. I mean, maybe it does it enlist. So this is faded. Yeah, there you go. Oh, you can even view them. So wait, why is this grayed out then? Because I can't use it, but I can look at it, okay. Lashes out with a focused thrust of energy. Affinity as weapon. So whatever affinity the weapon has, piercing. Next in 75, and I think it's like every attack or every combo gives you points. Can I look at the... Oh, I can't look at ones I don't have. And I can only see ones I've earned. Okay, so I might start using another weapon here if... it is weaker. It's very good against undead. Let's try the dagger. Oh, and I still didn't equip my better armor. I think... just face and chest really were in need of upgrade. Just kind of a trap, I guess it looks like. See anything in here, really? A little bit random which parts are most vulnerable. I don't know if that has to do with weapon type or enemy type, but this kind of looks like I'll be trapped, but we got some boxes down there. Ah, I've wrapped around. There's an enemy here. Oh, the ghost is back as well. Death? No. Ugh. This is not the most effective weapon probably against the ghost here. It can just float around and hit me out of range like this. No reason not to throw a heal out really. I think I'll switch to the spear. Switching weapons seems pretty important as well, maybe, so it'd be nice if there was a quick option for that. Oh yeah, I wanted to try the break art. Let's do it. There's really nothing in here though. Since there's no real like specific skills with the weapons though, I can always earn break arts later, like and throughout my play as I pick up like weapons that may be better than what I have that are of a different category. There's nothing really stopping me from experimenting or forcing me down a path or anything. Hit percentage on the legs isn't very good, unfortunately. It's a little tricky chasing them down when they had a longer range weapon. Antidote spell, nice. Another HP boost. And of course the Lily Sigil that we were looking at. So that, yeah, that wasn't too bad. I think that was a good approach to unleash that spell at the beginning and save some MP for heals if needed, but ultimately didn't really. Rush down the one enemy before finishing off the other. Definitely missed some timing. Different enemies on the way back worth noting. That thing has a fire attack. That is, well, actually maybe it doesn't matter which box I kill. But yeah, that's why I bought the fire defense art last time. Oh, hello. This guy. He's probably out of range. Nope. Just gonna adjust my own local volume here. Maybe. Please. There we go. kind of guessing like what elements I might come up against. I'll need them all at some point. This is to gain MP. I mean, it's not critical for survival. It'd certainly be pretty useful. Terra, Aqua, or Wind. Just take Terra. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's a fault of the range on this weapon, that's for sure. That's the red herring room, I think. It's just a dead end with some enemies and a trap. I think so. Oops. Never know what's behind the door, so we'll just make a quick save. Looks like a boss door. So that was Harden, and he looked grayed out like a projection or hallucination. Do not attempt to escape. What evil are you working here? Just a little drawing, my dear. So they're watching Ashley. Yeah, so he's like astral projecting kind of or something. Is he even human? He fights with the strength of a brigade. Are risk breakers all this powerful? I think not. Our Ashley is a vessel, you see. He has merely partaken of the power around him. It is as I have foreseen. Let him give him chase a while. It's convenient that Merlos is sitting here with a front row seat, getting to observe all of this. Where the Duke's betrayal, the Cardinal's meddling, and a risk breaker strong as a bloody titan, all part of your precious plan too. So the Duke betrayed them. It's our first interesting story note, maybe so far today. Yes. Giving away all your secrets. Sin-soaked, lead your beast unto me. So she's seeing things. So that was Joshua that appeared to her. Make a note of that as well. So he appeared to Merlos. And seemed to want to help his father. Presumably meaning the Duke. I think I actually attacked the other box there, but doesn't matter. It's so cool, kind of the verticality of these little rooms. Why is it so dark? I think we can afford to just blow this right away. I don't even know what these things do to you, but... Again, I'm just looking really for the highest hit percent. The damage differences are pretty negligible. Target single PRC lit undead. Pierce? Light? I don't know. Yeah, this weapon does seem fairly effective against undead. Per its class affinity. So we have 3 rooms here. What is this room called? Not that it matters really. Corridor of Clerics. Ah, the Sanctum. So we have a new area. To go along with the wine cellar and the catacombs. Big door there, small door there, big door there. Let's try using one of those. Although it was a random drop. So it's probably not trying to give me a clue, I guess. Those are just windows, I guess. Probably not reachable. There aren't actually any boxes in here to... Oh, I see. Okay, you can get a little tricky with your jumps. Why not? Oops. Missed my chance there. I hit the wrong button, I think. That slime is going to be out of... Still out of range. Not with a dagger. Missing my defense timing. Single PRC lit undead. So what does numbness do? That means he can't act? That's actually pretty strong. Still slow, jeez. I see, so maybe I didn't actually inflict numbness. My risk isn't very high, but my hit rate is real low. He was inflicted with numbness, so maybe it's abilities? Nice. Might as well just do a heal here, because you just regen MP so quickly. At least with the levels I have at the moment. And I want to do this puzzle to try to get that box. Which seems like just a jumping. Yeah. Not really a puzzle, I guess. So it's cool. They're kind of teaching you the different things you can do. You know, you've got like the block puzzles that you can solve, like when you have them at your disposal, but there are other options too with a little clever jumping. Dragonite. Serpentine containing a dragon's power slightly increases power against dragons. Okay, so I'm getting all the like enemy class gems. Okay, so it looks probably good that I came this way. I might need that fixate. We do have another door here. Ah, interesting. This could have been locked from the other side, so I might have made a fortunate choice there. I'll try to stay close to this guy because he's just got a spear, so... Just goes down right away. Just want to check what numbness does again here, because it didn't seem to have the effect I expected. Okay, yeah, it is battle abilities. So it's only special attacks and everything. Of course, they can just attack normally. And received damage will get rid of it. So that's why it faded on that guy so quickly. So that could be very useful if there's someone like, I don't know, I guess spells might not count as a battle ability. I'm not sure. It might just be like melee abilities, but it could be useful to disable someone apparently in a multi-enemy situation and then attack the other target. So I think I just looped around here essentially. Yeah. Yep. Got this vertical room here that I came through to reach the sanctum. Went through here. I chose to go east, I guess, to the priest's confinement, and then the alchemist's laboratory. If I'd come here first, that door would have been locked, so that is good. I think I probably need that, so let's just continue. Just covering the map here, I guess. It's going to be out of range. Oh, it's not. 70% to hit, but I'm going to check it out anyway. Nice. Oh, he's still alive, but it stopped his attack? That's kind of cool. That was like a magic wand attack, but it's like a dagger. Yep, so just a red herring again. Although there are boxes in here. Which seems strange when there are exits, but that could be the very point, I guess. Yeah, I don't see anything. Really? Really? Why can I not? Ugh. Well, it really didn't do too much damage, but missed the timing, sadly. I wanted to see that. So if that dog comes back... Shit. That could be a good opportunity to use the numbness to stop his fire breath, potentially. Jesus. Yeah, really low chance to hit. Jeez. Really? Is it actually like 60? This guy just has armor or something. He's just like tanking. Not a lot of health though, fortunately. Oh, he's being cheeky. Oh, I did it way too early. My risk was getting high up there a little bit because I was missing so many attacks, but still, it's pretty low hit percent on that for whatever reason. Interesting room with these side corridors. Oh, jeez. I think I have no protection here. But it'll be an opportunity to use my grimoire for curing poison. This bat's gonna come in real quick. Let's see how deadly the poison is. Yeah, that's fairly bad. I have not saved for quite a while. This is the only weapon I have with a shield. I really cannot die here. Oh, this thing seems familiar. Okay. Yeah, so I might indeed be regretting for dropping my MP a little bit right before coming in here. Yeah, I can't cast this. It's pretty low. So the problem is, the longer I'm in this battle, the higher my risk gets. And I can't land that, like the numbness thing that's gonna stop him from... Okay, so when I ran away from him, he had a counter. Still slow, that's very bad. Ugh, and it counted. That is frustrating. I'm trying to get my attack open and it's counting it as my defense window. It's fine, we have a lot of healing items. I just don't know what to really do here. Like, I can't imagine... That does 3. That takes 3 risk. That's why my risk is getting so high. But this is just doing so little damage. It's like a crit. I think I have enough MP to do this. I really want to land this. So if I don't counter that, it seems to hit much harder. So I think my MP is gone though, so I've got to use items to regen myself here. Oh, do I not have any items to give MP? Just this one. Definitely want to get the degenerate on him again. Ah, wait, I have... Do I have the chain attacks to add, like, poison? No, I didn't take that one. I basically don't think any of these are useful. One. I mean, what do I do? I have so few options. Seems like he's getting stronger. I mean, he was doing... I can't hit anything but his legs, so maybe this weapon is not the right option. Staying away from him, disengaged, was not good either, though. This is blunt, edged, piercing. Blunt seems like it might be the better choice. I just don't have enough MP, and I don't regen in battle, and I can't get away from him. So I can hit his legs. I can hit his arms. His head is hard to hit. Okay, it's more damage. Such a low chance. It's strange that it shows like nothing. Like it shows that I won't get any damage. Substantially more damage, but it's just such a low % chance. Just have absolutely no idea how much HP this thing has. There's no damage. I could sheath. I can still defend myself, right? Try to get some MP back. He gets one attack in for every single MP I get back. And he just lost his strength down, which means I need to... I don't know how much MP this costs. I'm gonna have to use my last item. It's real bad. It's really bad. Oh, wow, why is it not doing any damage now? I'm gonna use an item to reduce my risk and see. Doesn't make any difference. I don't know why the damage suddenly has changed. Yeah, choosing not to believe it, but that didn't work out. So I have no MP. I have a bunch of heals in there if I just can't, like... Yeah, and now the melee... Why is it reversed? Crazy. I'm not sure what triggered that sort of reverse in polarity. I used a lot of items to get through that. But I think that's okay. I really didn't want to die there, having not saved in quite a while. I just sort of stumbled into that, but... We get a couple of those back. Some agility points, and a new spell. Prostasia. Looks like a buff, I guess. Okay, so somewhere I hadn't explored yet and found. Didn't realize I was still in that same room. I thought they'd moved me out of it. Oh jeez, this dude's gonna kill me. And I can't do any damage? I also should have, like, regained my MP and HP for a minute. Jeez, that's a lot of damage. And like, why? Why can't I hurt him? Pierce, Air Affinity, Undead. Okay. I don't have enough MP for my... I mean, it's a little frustrating to run into a boss like that, make it through it. And it's my own fault for not sitting there for a minute to heal, just not thinking that I would be up against like a normal enemy suddenly that's like invincible. Like, I just don't understand why I do 0 damage to this thing suddenly. And timing the defense against... Fast again, and a crit! Oh my gosh, and I'm dead. Oh, I just got so lucky. I actually timed the defense right on that miss, but on the previous one, I messed it up, and it crit. I can't even, like... Is it because... Is my weapon ruined? Is that why? Okay, priority 1, I gotta heal. I can at least survive a hit or hopefully a crit. And then I gotta check my DP on this weapon, if that boss just destroyed it. No, not even close. Oh my god, come on, hit him. Like, okay, is that like a glitch? Like, why? I mean, was he just impervious to the type, like, piercing damage from the spear, or... I don't understand why I was doing no damage there, and he was just absolutely destroying me. Do I need to check, actually, is it because... My body parts are all excellent. I didn't check before I healed, but... The quick access system to the spells and the abilities and stuff is cool, though. I'm just going to regain at least 28 MP here so I can cast my attack spell if I need it. Maybe I really need the Undead Affinity to just do anything here? Saint's Nostrum. The Nostrum that a high priest received from the heavens restores all HP and MP. Wow. Last ditch effort, I guess. So I think I had some miscellaneous items here that will give me boosts. Another HP boost. Some agility, which I can only assume helps with dodging, maybe, or something. Temporarily raises the target's equipment. Oof. Yeah, that was a stressful sequence. Like, I was really worried there that I just wasn't doing enough damage and I wasn't going to make it, so... and it had been so long since I... saved. Bat crits me. That's great. Yeah, I wonder if poison might have been useful against that guy, right? Like, sort of quintessential high defense enemy like that. I don't think any of the other attacks here look useful. Well, that might not be true, but I mean like immediately useful. Do I have this? Maybe I have this for physical attack. Could be useful for a hard to hit ranged magic using opponents. I'm going to take this just in case. The ability to inflict status seems potentially important. This guy's got some HP. Oh, and I missed that. He's just running. What? He's running and he has higher range. I've been having that trouble a lot tonight, I think. I've mostly been using the dagger, I guess, which is just such short range. So this is not the area with the stone, the cloud stone that I unlocked. Prioritize this guy. The bat is not so dangerous. I guess it is actually hard to stop because I need to get to another save point. Could always backtrack, I guess, but I might need 2 of these, but I can't push any of these slide boxes over here. I can't get behind them. Maybe this is high enough? It is. Looked harder than it was. Okay, so we've got a guy over here. I don't think I am close enough that I could like actually shoot him from across here. Interesting. Oh, but I can't take it? Sure, disassemble it. Hoping I'm getting close to a spot here. Yeah, there we go. So that's where we'll call it for today. Not much development in the story, but it looked like Callow was getting some good information from hanging around those two, Sydney and stuff, letting all their secrets out. So we'll see what happens next time, but it's getting pretty late here where I am, so wherever you are, I hope things are cool. Have a good one, and I will catch you whenever I can do this again.